Yeah, we're in.
We're in. Okay, cool. We're in.
We're back.
We're definitely back.
Who knows where we've been?
We've been around.
I don't even know if we've known. There have been a few times where I was like, where am I right now?
Oh, I'm not, man. I think I was in Connecticut and I was 2 days behind with every conversation that I had. I was so severely behind. I was like, nope, that's not it. No, it's not even Connecticut. It was Chicago because it was a tiny soap. It's a tiny soap. I'm too much body to be using this much soap. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, come on. I know you don't see me when I check in, but help me out here.
We just talk about like hotel soap, like soap bars, or like they dry you out immediately.
They do. Immediately. It's enough to lather one cheek properly. Yeah. Then you're just SOL after that. No, but for those of you who are just joining us, please, we'd love to welcome you back to This Week in Barbecue, the barbecue-focused podcast with hot takes, even hotter recipes, and we'd like to piss off as many people as we possibly can in the culinary world with each and every episode. I am your host, Rashid Phillips, and joining me is a slightly trimmed and definitely slimmer Mr.
Lee Garman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to be back. It's like putting on your favorite pair of jeans that you done broke in all the time. Feel comfortable, nice and snug. Back home. We've been around.
Are we just putting on sweatpants and eating ice cream right now?
Hey, man. Hey, if I didn't have this cut, I'd get down on some rocky road.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to say I have not drank anywhere near as much as I usually do these last events for it, but I love a good Rocky Road ice cream, but I digress. We've been all over the place.
A little bit.
All over the place, from Texas to Baltimore to Chicago to Connecticut to Compton to
Texas again.
To Texas a few times.
Florida.
To Florida. New York sprinkled in there, a little bit there.
Nashville. Where else?
We've been all over, man. Got more miles than Michelin's, you know.
Yeah.
But absolutely love it, and there's so much newness. First and foremost, we look different. I mean, you and I look the same. You're slimmer. I'm still scruffy, but our logo is different. Our branding is different. So, For those of you who are going to catch the first round, we did some things. We've been productive.
Got to keep everyone on their toes.
Definitely, it's better than keeping them on their heels.
True.
There's a lot. There's a lot to catch up on.
There is.
So I'm going to try to nutshell the last 6 weeks here. Between Connecticut, Chicago, I don't remember everywhere else because I'm just lost right now, but I'm going to start with Windy City Smokeout.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. One time, an amazing thank you to M&M Barbecue, Mike and Matt, and of course Bettina for having me out there. To Max and Izzy of absolutely probably the best name in culinary team productions. Let us entertain you.
Do you remember that old restaurant, Let Us Surprise You?
Yes, that was good. That's what made me think
Dude, that place would actually, I feel like they were ahead of their time now that I'm thinking about them, because it was basically a salad buffet.
Yeah.
And I think it died out because honestly, like.
But all it is sweet green.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's sweet green.
I mean,
let us surprise you crawled so sweet green could run.
Yeah.
That's what it was, man. No, but Let Us Entertain You. Had an amazing time. Saw a lot of country acts that I do not know who they are.
You mean to tell me
like
you're not a country music aficionado?
I know. It is shocking that I know zero country. I did know Carrie Underwood, gun to my head, hanging me off of a cliff, couldn't tell you a song. But I recognized her, the name. If you think I stood out at a country festival, imagine my surprise when Pauly D hit the stage. I was like, what are you doing here? Are you lost too? Because at least I know where my hotel is.
Dude, have you seen his Old Spice commercial?
He has an Old Spice commercial.
It's hilarious.
I've not seen his Old Spice commercial.
It popped up and I was like, whoa, you got old. But also you're still pretty jacked. Like, good on you, man.
Okay. Yeah, he's still very much in shape. Hey, Chef, how you doing? Those of you tuning in on the old Instagrammies, what's up? I had no clue who a lot. Here's how bad it is, right? Like when you bump into Lee Bryce and you're just having a casual conversation and offering him up some barbecue and you guys are just chatting.
Yeah.
And you have no idea who it is, and you're wondering why security just keeps coming closer to you, but they're not like on you.
They got that like side eye.
Yeah, basically. Because
I'm like, is he cool? Because if he's cool, we're cool.
Yeah, basically cool. Then we're
we're not cool.
Because my thing is, and shout out to Mike and Matt too. we all believe in feeding and supporting the hands that people may not shake. So we feed all the security guards. We fed all the support staff, cleaning up everything. And we were just going back there, feeding all the guys on the back end that were managing VIP. I'm going through Hexel and Buffalo. Guy was like, oh, my bad, brother. He's casually fine. He's like, hey, you want a sandwich? Oh, this is great. It's like, what is this? Like, oh, I made a pork belly. We're just out talking barbecue, trying to fast. He's like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I'm in the back, showcasing, doing this. I'm like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I'm on the stage. It's like, oh, really? Lights? Like, no, I sing. It's like, oh.
Who are you? I'm the headliner.
Yeah, and you turn around and you realize you're having this conversation in front of a semi with his face on it. You're like, huh.
Yeah, I was about to say, remember how like every now and then like you'll get stopped and you're like, my badge is printout everywhere.
Yeah,
it just happened to you.
That's
how's it feel?
Feels okay. I get it. It's like not something I want to do again, but he was real nice about it. So nice guy, but I like that.
Yeah,
he didn't have on airs or like no prima donna stuff. It was just a nice conversation. So
nice.
Now I know. now I'm aware. So that was pretty cool.
What is the reading rainbow gift? The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah.
But and we'll get to why we were talking about my face everywhere in a little bit. Let's start running through a little bit of news. Yeah. Hey, young Chef Bover, how you doing, brother? Hope you dreamed that knife and apron well. But I want to kick it off with if you guys have the opportunity, we're going to drop the link in the show notes. I think together it's about 12 minutes. Take 12 minutes out of the day and watch this amazing documentary on everyone's favorite Carter's couple, not Jay-Z and Beyonce, but Darren and Miss Teresa Carter of Carter's Barbecue. They were highlighted in a GoDaddy series called Made in America. So the whole series follows different entrepreneurs at different levels, all trying to, as the name hints at, make it in America in some which way, shape, or form. Mr. Carter kept this one under the hat for a very good while, and it's just released, and I've just watched both of theirs. They're in episode 2 and 4, but the whole 5-part series is worth checking out. It's a great little inside look into Dee and Miss Teresa and what they're going through and what they're trying to build, and this all seems to have started roughly when he had his accident and broke his leg. To, and it picks up there and goes all the way to him planning the Father's Day barbecue give back. So it's really good. It's really good. It's emotional. There's some deep spots in there, but it's worth checking out. Worth checking out.
Okay.
And they just celebrated, if I'm not mistaken, 25 or 35 years.
Let's go.
So right on. And if y'all haven't seen the photo, I'm going to post it on our page too. But D was looking like he was an extra from 112, Jodeci, something. I don't know. Like he was a Boyz II Men. Back I don't know. He was looking fresh. He was looking fresh, like he should have been in the UGK Players Anthem video. He was sharp. Pressed white suit with the gold rimmed glasses. I was like, that ain't Darren, that's D. Absolutely loved it. Hey. It was a great time.
Just a different persona altogether.
Completely. And he never went anywhere because that was D, and now it's just the Darren WC. I see what you did there. I'm picking up on game. Next up, we've got some flavor news. Gerald, a.k.a. Pitmaster Papi, a recent contestant on Season 3 Showdown. Not going to spoil where he landed, but he touched down 10 toes, has announced he's releasing his first rub, which is going to be part of a trio called the Doc. It is a all-purpose rub, and that's about all we know, but it's supposed to be coming sooner than later, so hopefully we can get our hands on that relatively soon. I feel like this would be a great part for a random segue, because we've got a mail call, definitely a well-earned mail call, so...
There's always mail.
There's always mail. People send us stuff. And we don't mind. If you've got some stuff you want us to try, if there's a new rub you're working on, if it's a product, a merch, a plug, what have you.
Even if we don't talk about it here, we'll at least get back to you.
We will.
And let you know what's going on.
We will. We got a little bit, this one here. I think I know who this one is from. This is from Miss Shatika at Bougie Barbecue and Cooley's Juke Joint. Ooh. You know I love a boogie. I got to boogie with Auntie this weekend, so I'm a lady. There we are. There it is, ladies and gents. Rub. Hold it for the this will be a thumbnail. This is Cooley's Juke Joint Rib Rub, elevated as there's kids listening. This is kind of cool. Right on. I'm looking forward to trying this out. It's a very fine granulations. See some things poking out there. I'm not going to give it away. You guys got to get your own and try it. Maybe we can see if they'll hook us up with a little TWIB discount code for listeners. But I'm going to give this a spin. Thank you, Shatika. I really appreciate that. We've also got what is long overdue.
Yeah.
Long overdue.
Is that the one that we were supposed to open up last podcast?
No, that one I'm not. We'll get to that one. Okay. We've got, hey, my man, 100 gram. Papi finally got me.
Oh, let's go. That's cool.
Hats. Let me do a little wardrobe change here.
Changing of the guard.
There it is. We're just going to pop the top. Let's see here. Go with the red on black. You know, that's my style, my preferred colors of choice. If you all knew what I had to go through to get these while watching everyone and their mom have them, you know, it's a little insulting. It's a little hurt. Ooh, snug as a rug. Love it. Oh yeah, that's the get down right there.
What's the black one look like?
This is this is the red cap right there.
Oh, so exact same, just
same, just black.
Okay,
I dig it. It's nice. It fits, locks and all. So be sporting this bad boy. I like the curved rim. It's kind of nice. So I appreciate. I guess I can't give him shit anymore, even though he gave this to everyone and their mom except me. You know, I'm just saying, you know.
Just putting it out there.
So, yeah, definitely check these out. Now that I have mine, I'll tell you all to go to the site and go get it for yourself. And if you're asking what the symbols mean, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you got to ask him. But he's probably not going to tell you either. Let's go. I want to go through some news and then some news. We got to shout out our man, 100 grand, 10 toes down. You're currently keeping the seat warm. Mr. Brian Hall finally got the well-deserved write-up by an Atlanta publication. I don't know what they had to do over there except get some billboards, get a planer, pull their sign over. Like, you know, everyone and their mom was writing about them except the local news. But they finally got a write-up in the AJC dining, and, of course, it was marvelous. Great. Still doesn't beat the snob himself.
I would say so. I mean, local's cool, but like let's say how awesome it is that like that's what happened first.
Yeah.
And then the AJC wants to come around.
Yeah, because they're trying to play catch up.
Get out of here.
They're trying to play catch up, and they can. It's mustard all day. Catch up.
Yeah.
But we're gonna drop that in there. I'm just proud of him, and we will be. He's not gone. Everyone's like, "Did you guys separate? Did you guys have an argument?" No. First off, let me explain this.
Oh yeah, it was an epic fight.
Oh yeah,
Marvel Civil War. You know,
like wow. There's bacon grease.
There's a Civil War here in Georgia.
Everywhere. Just nonstop sausage casing. It was knockout, drag out. No, I'm gonna let you know right now. It's like Outcast over here. My man want to just work on some things. That's it.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing changed. But today, still getting it. So I'm happy for him. Another buddy that's doing amazing things is our buddy David Williamson, who has announced the Gundo Comedy Festival happening August 24th and to September 1st.
Gundo,
and like Segundo.
Gundo, okay.
Yeah. And it is a mix of comedy and barbecue. But you shouldn't do both at the same time because it could be dangerous to laugh with your mouth full. I'm just saying. Chew, then laugh.
Or over open fire. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, what do I know? It's a box of matches over here.
Yeah.
But definitely check that out. I think that's a really great thing. I think people doing their own fest like that, it's really something that I got to pay attention to.
Speaking of your own festival.
We can speak about it later.
Or like 9 times because it's your own podcast.
Yeah, but that's a little pretentious and nepotism. You know, I don't want to be that.
All right, I'll do it. Grill and chill.
Right.
More to come later. That's fine. That's all I'm going to say. Just grill and chill. Go look it up.
Grill and chill. It's a thing. You know, it's a thing we do. We do very well. But my buddy Beatdown BBQ is hosting. If you guys are in the LA area and you're trying to learn a little bit of Q101, he's hosting a barbecue live class right there in person, August 4th. Grab your tickets while they're still grabbable. And something that I'm really Honored to be a part of. Beatdown, we were just shouting your praises out, brother, talking about your barbecue class happening on August 4th over there in LA. Told the people to go by, get the info, drop them some more info here in the chat, and I'll read it off. The Black Line Bash is probably not something that people outside of the military are familiar with hearing about. It is something that I'm honored to be a part of this year, this September 27th, occurring in Virginia. We, along with some of my barbecue buddies, are going to be getting together and doing a silent auction and doing a cook to help raise funds for the SAFE Project. Now, the SAFE Project helps military servicemen and women transition out and finds them counseling and guidance, those who are strongly suffering from depression, PTSD, suicidal ideations. What a lot of people don't know is, sadly, a lot of servicemen and women don't make it all the way to the end. A lot take their own life prior to exiting, and the SAFE Project helps mitigate that. It helps teach them a skill, gets them the proper help, but things like that need funding, and I'm honored to light fires and put my skills to use to do that. So we're doing that September 27th. We're doing a silent auction. So if you work for a big brand, you're part of a big brand, or if you're your own small business and you want to support it in any way, shape, or form, we are accepting donations that can be auctioned off, and all the proceeds are going to go to the SAFE Project. It is a 501c3. You can get a receipt, everything you need. Tag that up to whoever at HR. It's it'll be a thing, but yeah, wanted to put that out there because we do a lot of fun cooks, a lot of fun events, and this one will be fun too. But it's fun with the meaning behind it, so I want to put that out there. Now let's see here. One quick question before we get to our next step. Do boneless wings have bones?
Who asked that?
I'm just asking.
You're just asking.
You're just asking. Follow me here. Follow me for a minute. Keep on with me.
No, to me, boneless wings are chicken nuggets, and I'll die on that hill. I just think some people were embarrassed to order chicken nuggets at a restaurant, so they're like, no, we're going to call them boneless wings.
Well, the Supreme Court disagrees with you.
No way.
Yes. So a gentleman sued because he ordered boneless chicken wings and had a 1.5-inch long bone lodged in his throat. He sued because he ordered boneless chicken wings and ended up with the bone. So it went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and they ruled that boneless chicken wings can contain bones. And just like you are flabbergasted, so is America.
Dude, so this goes back to, you remember that we were younger, because we're old now. We're getting older.
Whoa.
Wait, just don't, because the story I'm talking about was like 15 years ago.
Oh, fuck. Jeez. Right.
But do you remember the guy who went into a house to rob somebody, and then like he burnt himself on the stove or whatever, like cut himself with a knife in the kitchen?
He fell on the knife.
And he won?
Yeah, he sued and won.
This idiot went into someone's house to rob them, and this is up there with that.
Yeah, this is up there with the lady who caused all of us to have hot on all the lids because
she
got
McDonald's
burned.
Lady.
Yeah, I get it. Lid wasn't secured. Now you got to secure your own stuff. But yeah, they have ruled.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You can't look out for yourself.
No, boneless chicken wings have bones in them now. So I wonder what that's going to do with the whole marketing, because you've got places like Buffalo Wild Wings doing their boneless wing stuff.
Yeah.
But literally in my head, if I'm ordering boneless wings, I'm not expecting bones in them. So what I'm thinking is, cool, so does that mean gluten-free can have gluten in it? Like, I don't think people understand the
caffeine-free. Like, let's just keep going.
Pandora's box of lunacy and idiocracy that is going to run rampant throughout the streets because a majority of the consumer base are morons, and this has set a dangerous precedence, especially in the culinary space, that boneless wings can't have bones. So now me as a provider, well, hey, this gluten-free thing has gluten in it. If you don't like it, go visit this case, Wing versus Johnson, 2024.
Yeah. The Supreme Court's on my side, so
yeah. So now I can market it however I want, charge you however I want, and I just still don't have to do the thing.
Actually, maybe this goes back to what I was kind of upset about at the very beginning. Just call them chicken nuggets.
Just call them chicken nuggets.
And then this guy could have actually probably won some money.
Well, are you ready for the second part of that?
Oh, no.
Because boy, does this rabbit hole get deeper, my friend. So they rule like, well, that doesn't make sense. And the Supreme Court says, well, people know, because it was a titling thing. So they did another piece stating, well, people don't expect chicken fingers to be fingers from a chicken. I'm like, what?
Oh, sir? My gosh.
This is the argument? This is where we're at? And with all the madness occurring in the world right now,
that really is part of the argument?
Yeah, that people don't expect chicken fingers to come from a chicken.
Oh my gosh.
But once again, it's all marketing, it's all phrasing. And for those of you who are listening that are entrepreneurs that are running a business, this for you is 100% free game and free lesson in learning and marketing and wording for your products. It does matter because, well, here you are.
My brain is spinning.
Yeah,
because there's.
I wish I was making this up.
Common sense has just been thrown.
I wish I was making this up.
Out the window.
All gone. There's no common sense here. Not even a little bit. It's bad. It's very bad.
If a man who ordered a chicken nugget
yeah.
had to have a bone removed from his throat,
yeah,
you would think he would have won.
You would think he would have won.
You would think he would have won.
This is we're on Earth 31 or something. This is bizarre world.
Hey, you know what? Tony Stark's going to be Dr. Doom.
Yeah, anything's possible. Stark is Dr. Doom. Boneless chicken nuggets can have bones. Up is down, down is right. We don't know what's happening. Biden stepping down, Camilla's in, Trump got shot. He's on posters, 50 Cent's releasing Many Men t-shirts with his face on it. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I am right now. I'm just extremely lost. I'm trying to figure things out. Like, this is not, where are my flying cars and rosy robots that Jetsons promised me?
Let's just find the Jetsons real quick.
This is not the future I promised, nor that I wanted to be a part of when they said children are the future.
Also,
I don't
are
want
we
this
technically in or very close to when the Jetsons was set now?
Yeah. And we still ain't flying on anything. Still, I mean, granted, the way
we got hoverboards that don't hover. That's what I was mad about.
We got hoverboards with wheels, boneless chicken with bones.
It honestly,
it's on par. It's on par.
The hoverboard thing, as a child who grew up with Back to the Future, when they called that thing a hoverboard, I was so mad. I was too old to be mad about it, but I was so mad. I was like, "Thing's not a hoverboard. It's got a wheel."
Yeah.
What's hovering about this thing?
It's not. It's idling. It's an idle board. It's a very slow idle.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So, boneless wings can have bones.
Yes.
In them.
Thank you, Nathan. Yes. Boneless wings can have bones in them.
You can't, and here's what we're taking away. You can't do anything about it.
Nope.
So
now I
hide
feel
your kids, hide your wife.
Now you've got to like bite into every boneless wing with caution.
Or now are we eating them with a fork and knife, cutting that thing in half?
Yeah,
real quick?
I feel like it's got to change. Now you'd look ridiculous slicing a tender finger or nugget in half. Now for your own protection.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. Now you have to be that weird guy that goes, I know I ordered boneless, but are there any bones in here?
I'm just checking.
And they're going to look at you guys like, hey, so you just have to basically keep a printout of the Supreme Court rule. Like, hey, just in case. I'm not stupid. I'm just trying to make sure.
This guy has a hole in his throat, and he lost.
So I'm just not trying to be that guy, be the guy on the news that I choked on a wing and a boneless. Yeah. But this is real life.
Man.
Hot takes and hot recipes here on This Week in Barbecue.
Hopefully, somebody here in the boneless wing industry has a whole campaign around the fact that their boneless wings are boneless.
That could be.
Somebody do it right now.
That's what I would take it as. I would go out and start pushing, hey, truly, the original boneless wing or the true boneless wing, that's what I'm going for.
Yep.
That'd be my big push. Yeah. Pour some out for the homies choking on boneless wings. But let's get to all the goods and the fun stuff. We just got back from Compton, from CPT, out there at Pops's, Mr. A.K.A. Kevin Bloodsoe, smoking out the hub. It was a ball.
Oh, it was a blast.
That was something.
An absolute blast.
If you were in the vicinity and you didn't show up, I don't know what to tell you. You missed out.
Legitimately.
You 100% missed out. Like, if you were in...
Forget about all the history in the first
part. A 10 to 20 minute
yeah.
radius, and you didn't show up, you didn't cop a ticket, I got nothing for you but, little violin emojis. Like, there was an absolute showcase of a blast. The amount of talent that was there present, A, B, Grubby, Auntie Delilah, Logan, myself. Like, it was so much food, so much flavor, and you didn't even try to pass through. That's a rough spot to be. I'd feel slighted. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's there. It was amped up. There was advertisements for it. I had people saying, "Oh, I live around the corner. I should have came." I was like, man, I don't know why you didn't. You could have walked. You could have walked. But I guarantee you, they're gonna be there next year. You're not gonna miss it twice. It was an amazing event from the first night all the way to the second day. The first night, the VIP dinner, 150 to 200 people. We're doing fire roasted smoked jerk chicken, Auntie's mac and cheese, AB's making gumbo greens that are just delicious. I don't think Compton ever smelled so good. Just all that aroma in the air, and we're doing it at this majestic site, what was formerly the Aeronautical Museum. So you see these wonderful aircrafts around. Sun is setting. You got planes.
Wait, don't sell them on the location too much because it's gonna be. It's not. It can't physically be there again.
I talked to Pops. He's gonna see. He's gonna try and make it do what it do. We said he's gonna try to go, 200 feet.
I mean, we might need more.
We're probably gonna need more, but you know, it's we're gonna definitely need more.
We'll just put an asterisk on it. Maybe again where you can hang out and watch planes take off at sunset because that was pretty sick.
That was amazing. Right when it catches it, it was a picturesque time, man. Picturesque time. You've got.
But maybe you missed out. I'm going to rub that in. Maybe you missed out.
Oh, ain't no maybe about it. You missed out. I usually don't call a spade, but I'm going to call it this time. You missed out 100%. Yeah. And we haven't even gotten to the main day.
No.
We haven't gotten to the main day. We're still on the first day.
Well, and I will say the contrast between the 2 days was actually...
Night and day.
It was... I mean, to me, that's just a really cool experience because the VIP, even though... What was it? Supposed to be 150.
Yeah, by 2 and change. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it still felt super intimate.
Yes.
You guys were walking around, able to talk to people, able to hang out. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think just because there was still the whole thing was open, which was going to be capacity for the next day, there was still lots of room to move around and hang out. Nobody was on top of each other. It was pretty cool.
No, I absolutely had a great time over there with it. And just that night, getting to meet everyone. You know, the mayor came out. You had city officials, literally, these amazing city officials coming out. Wonderful people being honored. It was a great experience, and it was something that I believe has and will forever change Compton. Mm-hmm. I've been saying and telling Pops, things will never be the same.
Yeah,
like point blank, full stop, period. Nor should they go back. Like it's going in a direction that most people wouldn't expect. Like you tell them what you're going to do, you tell them in Compton, you get a little head tilt, like motion going on. But it was great, right? So we roll into the next day with close to 2,000. No, it was over 2,000. It was 1,800, and then the guest list brought over 2,000. And the mayor, city officials, we had. Celebrity guest appearances popping through. Anthony Anderson came through, showed love, harassed me for my jerk chicken. You know, as he's prone to do.
Also bullied his way on stage to announce all the winners.
But you know that was just love. You got two cats from Compton, Pops and Anthony over there, just having a good time. You know, like the older uncles at the cookout, just relaxing. You know, I think Ant had his cruisers on, those Jesus cruisers ready for the grill. But it was a wonderful time. And that doesn't even begin to start to encompass the cooking competition.
Yeah.
Like there was the first ever sanctioned barbecue competition in Compton took place this past weekend.
Yeah.
And boy, did those guys cook their ass off.
I loved how invested every single team was.
Yeah.
They were there they were there to win.
They were there
to compete.
They wanted to have fun.
Also, the amount of just love and camaraderie at the end of the day, once everything was all said and done, was amazing as well.
I've never seen longer celebratory announcements in my life. Going through, everyone probably took an hour and change, but it was worth it because everyone was rooting for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone was jumping on stage for it. Everyone was supporting because, like I said, this counts. This is points. You can rack this up and put it towards something else. Like this was a full event. And they had the proteins. They had chicken, ribs, brisket. There was a wild style option. Like this was an actual event. These guys came out. And I think what did this, and a part that made this extra special, was the fact that these guys were representing their cities. So you had like Eduardo from season 2 of Showdown representing the IE. You had David Lee of Kitchen's Corner representing Compton. You had My Brother's Keeper of Long Beach. There were a lot of teams. Ribs in LA, Fred and the crew were out there. Every city voted for their respective captains, and they were behind them. They were behind them wholeheartedly. And you had the teams were comprised of other competitors who were like, no, we're repping the city. It's not my company, it's not yours. We're pushing for the city. Yeah. They fell in line and got to work. Yep. And they had overnight cooks. They were there. They ran it. Yep. This wasn't just a good event, or this just wasn't a good event for Compton or a barbecue event for Compton. This was a good event for anywhere. Yeah. You could pack it up and drop it anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. And it's just at that same bar. So, ooh. It was a heck of a good time. Let me see if I got one of our guys on here that we can hit him up, because Eduardo was there, and I wanted Eduardo to do well, but Eduardo was starting to sweep him. Eduardo was starting to sweep him, and I got a little concerned. I was like, "Oof!" If he, it's like I want him to do well, I want him to win, but if he keeps doing it like this, we have a problem. I'm calling him right now. Let's see if we can get him on. Cool.
Rashid.
My man, 100 grand. How you doing, brother?
I am doing wonderful, man. Now I'm a little more well-rested from this weekend, but we're alive and we're having a good time.
There you are. There you are. You are live on air on the latest episode of This Week in Barbecue. Tell the people who you are, what you do, and tell them about this weekend, because we just finished singing your praises and how you almost had us shook, because if you kept hitting first, Pops and I were going to have to sneak out the back because they'd have thought it was rigged.
Man, well, my name is Eduardo Gonzalez, man. I was on season 2 of Barbecue Showdown. I am from Inland Empire, California, Rancho Cucamonga to be exact. And man, this weekend was it was unreal. Being part of a competition like this in the city of Compton, I believe it's really going to change the landscape of competitions moving forward, man. We were just surrounded by beautiful people and other competitors that we all had our eyes on the prize, but at the same time, if one of us needed help, putting wood in a rig while the other person was busy, it was team helping team. Yeah. We were still rooting for each other, even though we're all going for that same title, man. So it was a competition unlike any other, and at the end of the day, we all had a blast, and we all had a blast rooting for each other.
No, it was amazing to watch you work. It was amazing to watch the whole crew work, to see everyone pitch in and team. Because it's always going to be a competition, but the competition always takes backseat to the community aspect of it, and that was shown fully this past weekend. Complete, because when you guys are elbow to elbow back there, set up in the stations, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's still wanting to help, and hey, you good? What do you need? Need some wood? I got this. You got this. I love seeing it.
Yeah, man, and not to mention that it was 90 degrees out there, and you're in between 2 pits that are running at 300 degrees, each pit as well. So we had to battle the elements. We had to battle just the heat in its own, but just the crowd, man, the vibes, the positivity, man, the music. Pop's going around shaking everyone's hand. The positivity is what really pushed everyone to the finish line, and it's a type of competition that the world needs to be a part of. Even my buddy who is on my team, who has done hundreds of competitions, he's part of the California Barbecue Hall of Fame. At the end of the day, he said he's never done a competition like this, and that every competition that he's done, he's never, ever, ever felt a vibe like he did this weekend. So it's a beautiful thing that Pops is doing, man, and it's going to be a beautiful thing moving forward.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. We've been barraged with messages of, when's it coming back? When's the next one? Yep. We've got the concept of potentially, or North Cal versus South Cal. That'll be another amazing installment of it. Like it can just continue to grow, right? And showcase this love for so many others, because like we had a conversation about what it means for you guys to do as well as you did out there.
Yeah.
And the eyes watching and the people watching and those who attended that might have been second guessing or they're just uncertain, right? And it was never any why you. It was like, how can I get better? How can I get up there?
It was a trip, man. You know, like you said, you know, there was a lot of people who, you know, didn't believe in and even our team, right? Walking by us like, all right, these IE guys, you know, they don't stand a chance. And you know, you feel that, bro, and you know, and it motivates you even more. So when we got those first place calls and that reserve grand championship, man, when I walked off that stage with the trophy, you know, people came up, you know, real OGs, you know, people that I've looked up to, you know, just OGs from Compton in general, came up to shake our hands and wanted pictures with us. And it just felt awesome, man, gaining that respect and, you know, just showing people that, you know, we're not just, you know, a couple people on TV cooking and we made it there by chance. Nah, man, we really throw down and we really have a love for this barbecue game. And it was just beautiful to see that people really had respect for what we put out there.
Definitely. You guys, without a doubt, put IE on the map at a sanctioned competition. Like those aren't things, you know, just fluff awards. Those are 100% sanctioned, validated, you know, and we just have to clear it. Pops and I and all of us, we had no input whatsoever on decisions, on meat placement, on nothing. We literally brought in a whole third-party entity with him and his team and his qualifications just so we can purposely and intentionally keep our hands off of everything. Like we had no say, no influence. I told you this was earned, not given. 100%
Absolutely,
earned.
Man.
And the team, shout out to you and everybody. Shout out all the competitors, my brother's keeper, Ribs in LA, Kitchen's Corner, Full Send. Y'all were just going for it. You know, Owens barbecue. And shout out to Owens. It was a one-man band out there.
One-man band, man. That guy is a gangster, bro. Like I couldn't believe it. I asked him, when's your team getting here? And he turned around and he said, you know, I am the team.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, bro. That's what's up.
I like it. He's a freaking David Goggins of barbecue. Came in to do it all on his own. I was like, who's
and he
going
crushed
to
it,
the
man.
He's like, he's going to move it. He did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, shout out all the teams, man. Shout out all the competitors. You know, it takes a lot to do what we do, as you know. And, you know, barbecue ain't for everybody, but at the end of the day, everybody respects it. Yes. So, yeah, man, shout out Brothers Keeper. Took first place by half of a point, man.
Yeah,
half of a point.
Right there. Right. And that's how close it gets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But he deserves it. He deserved it, man. And shout out Brothers Keeper. Shout out Long Beach, man. Much love.
Yeah, Brothers Keeper did their thing. Full Send was out there just racking and rolling and going through it all. I remember them paying so much detailed to their chicken just on the glazing and the smoking process. Like, you guys are killing it, man. Keep it going.
Yeah.
And one of my highlights for me, I'm not even gonna lie, my favorite part of that night is Auntie's up front dancing, right? And then they call you for the two first, right? Then they go to the Grand Reserve. And when I tell you the smile and celebration she had, and then because I got the live and the hug, she gave you that grandma hug that was just filled with love. So much love. She was so proud of you, and she still is so proud of you. You know, that's the for me.
I hadn't seen her since we filmed in Georgia, damn near 3 years ago. So even out there, man, when I was being a knucklehead and messing around, man, she would check me like she was my own auntie, man. Yeah. And she's always looked out for me. So shout out Delilah, man. That was probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite moment, was every time that I jumped on stage, she was there waiting with open arms.
She was.
So that was a beautiful thing. Absolutely, man. And one more thing, to me, the craziest thing, I didn't really realize it until the next day, just because I was caught up in so much emotion and there was so much hype going on. But I was literally on stage with Anthony Anderson in Compton. Like he announced us as winners. Like he had his arm around me, said, "Come take a picture." Like, bro, what is going on, man? Life. Compton needed this event, bro. Compton needed this event. Shout out to Kevin Bledsoe, man.
Yes, and Compton's got it. And, so many people wanted him to, and he'll downplay a lot of it, and I can't tell a lot of it because it's not my story to tell, but so many wanted him to move it elsewhere and do this and that, but he's like, no, we're doing it here. We're doing it in the heart of it, and that's just going to be the end of it. If you get down if you want to, or just keep moving, but it's happening here. And
absolutely,
he 100% proved every naysayer and disbeliever wrong, because I like to tell people, right, like, this happened in Compton.
Yep.
2-day event, over 2,000 people. There were, no one got drunk, no one threw up, there were no fights, no cars got broken into, nothing got stolen, nothing. It was just an amazing event.
Yes, sir, man.
So whatever people had thoughts about Compton, 100% proven wrong.
Shout out to the beautiful city of Compton, and shout out to the beautiful people of Compton, man. They brought an energy like I've never seen or felt before. So Compton's the place to be when it comes to something like this, man. Absolutely.
Definitely. So question is, you going to suit up and come defend the title next year, or what are you doing?
Oh, I'm ready for it, man. Pops gave me a call the other day. He said he's thinking about bringing 20 competitors out next year. So I'm just hoping to make 19 disappointed teams, bro.
I like that. I'm going to save that soundbite. We're going to run it over the Aztecs. He's like, hey, man, so he's going to make 19 disappointed teams. Oh,
let's run it, man. He's ready, and we're going to come for that title next time, man. No one's beating me by a half a point ever again.
There it is. I love it, brother. Absolutely love it. So tell the people how they can find you, how they can support you. Oh, and tell them what you got cooking up with our man, Willie, man. This is your time to shine.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If you are from the Inland Empire or anywhere in Southern California, we are going to bring to you a premium one-stop barbecue shop. So we're going to have a premium meat market and bringing the whole barbecue store to you as well. So you'll be able to find the finest cuts of meat, the best seafood, homemade ceviches, all that in a store where you can also buy a grill, charcoal, knives, sauces, rubs, and we're actually going to be showing you how to make these specialty cuts of meat as well. We'll have classes. We'll be doing all of that, man. So we're going to bring King's Meat and Barbecue Supply Company to Upland, California. So if you're anywhere near that, make sure you guys stop by, hit us up. Follow us on Instagram, King's Meat and Barbecue Supply Company. And then follow me, Black Smokes 187 Barbecue on Instagram as well. And I know Rashid's going to be coming out to the grand opening. Hopefully he ain't booked by then. But
I told Willie what it is. Like, he's going to shoot me the dates. I know I'm coming. Al's coming. I was like, yo, I'm there. Whatever we got to do, I'm cooking something.
We're going to have some of the biggest influencers out there, man. And it's like, it's not even us reaching out like, hey, can you please come out, man? Everyone's like, please let us know, trying to come out here on their own dime to support. Yeah. It's a beautiful community, man, and the grand opening is going to be huge, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, just like I said, lock that date in, and I'm on the next thing moving. It's amazing,
Let's
man.
Go.
It's amazing.
Appreciate you, Sheet.
Anytime, brother. Love you, man. Enjoy the day. We'll catch up soon and keep crushing it.
Yes, sir. We'll talk soon, brother.
Definitely. Bye. There you guys have it. That was a nice little conversation from Mr. Eduardo there. Crushed it. Absolutely crushed it.
Yeah.
First place, brisket, chicken, I believe, and got the Grand Reserve, came in second overall. Like, that's by half a point. It was crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was fierce competition out there. It legitimately was. And you saw everyone cooking on different things. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think Full Send, they were cooking on, their chicken was on a pellet electric cooker.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Ribs LA, they've got their go-to. Eduardo and his team, they had their barrel smokers going. Kitchen's Corner had his offset going as well. Like, there were straight flows, reverse flows. If you wanted to start a fire, there was something to cook on out there.
There was a way to do it.
I saw the limited edition copper 22-inch Weber out there too. Like, it was getting done, right? So you can barbecue however you want to barbecue. Get down how you get down. I make my jokes about certain things, but at the end of the day, if you're happy with it, that's what matters.
Yep.
So it was just a wonderful event, and I'm honored because I guarantee you in 3, 5, and 10 years when we look back and are like, things are not going to be the same.
No.
As we kicked it off last year with Grill and Chill, then we popped it off again with Auntie's Backyard Boogie Get Down in Atlanta. Then, you've got Erica doing her educational courses at the top of the year. Then we came back. We're doing Smoking Out the Hub. next up is Grill and Chill, and next up we're doing Aunties again. We're making this a tour. We're doing it. Why not us?
Yep.
That's my question. If you've got the answer,
it's a great question.
Send us an email to thisweekinbarbecue@gmail.com, and I'd love to read what the answer is. But either way,
I'd love to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah,
because it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. We're getting down. We're getting down, man. It was a wonderful time, and I guess we were talking about earlier about my face printed everywhere. Shout out to everybody doing their job the way they're supposed to be doing it. Yeah. It was just
giving people a hard time.
It was just a little rough for me to get a beverage at the event because I didn't have a wristband because I'm a headliner. You don't have a wristband.
And we walk in
way before
everyone else. We're usually there before.
Yeah,
the security is getting
there. We're there before everyone, but also security usually doesn't question a guy in a leather apron carrying around a bunch of knives on his hip. So they're like, yeah. But, I was just trying to get myself a little beverage, and dude was doing his job, and I respected it. I was like, brother, I promise you I'm supposed to be here. It's like, you don't have a wristband. It's like, I don't get one. I'm headlining. It's like, how do I know you're headlining? I'm like, well, you've been looking at my face all day. So they start turning the posters around. You just see me with a shovel. But it was a good time, man. I love that. But that goes to show the level of what was happening there. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was staying in the lane and doing their position, so I loved it.
Yep.
Absolutely loved it. Next time I'll just get a wristband. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the fun's not over. The ball is just starting to roll because next up is Grill and Chill Fest 2024. We are back in Corsicana, Texas. VIP tickets are available. General admission tickets are available. If you attended last year, you should have received an email with a bonus 25% off as our way of saying thank you for coming out. Now, that window is closed, but if for some reason you didn't get the email, now it's different than you got it and you're like, oh, well, wait, because we gave 48 hours to take care of the deal.
Yep.
But if for some reason you didn't get the email, drop us a DM me over at Rasheed Phillips, DM us over at This Week in Barbecue, send us an email at This Week in Barbecue, fill out the contact form, and we'll make it right. We got some fun stuff coming.
Yep.
Should I talk about some of the fun stuff?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sure. Yeah.
We got some fun giveaways.
The pieces that we can.
Yeah. We got some fun giveaways going. So if you've already purchased your ticket, you are automatically entered into a raffle to win a Gosney Pizza Dome, brand new. Now, like, what's a Gosney Pizza Dome?
Yeah, well, that's to say, I was in my head. I was like, I wish we could hold one up.
I know, but you
can't. Cannot hold one of them up
because they are drastically big, hefty. They're huge. It is
even the little ones are a pain in the ass to move.
They really are.
Put them on wheels, everything's great.
But if you gotta
move one.
Nah, it's not good. Now this pizza dome, costs $2,000.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap, but they last and they can cook everything. I've made everything but pizza in it. Yeah. Literally, we did
just let the pizza guys do the pizza.
Yeah, let the pizza guys do the thing. Stay in the lane.
Yeah,
I've done scallops, shrimp, steaks, chicken, lamb. Heck, we even baked a cobbler in it, burgers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the cobbler.
Yeah. Like, how could you? Corey over there, like, no, the whipped cream kills the ass. Like, really? That's what you're going for? But no, we're giving away a pizza dome, so you don't even have to do anything. That's a great part.
Yeah, just show up.
Show up. You bought a ticket. You're automatically entered, and you're like, oh well, maybe I don't want a pizza dome. That's cool, because we've got an amazing sponsor, Nomad Grills. They are giving away one of their briefcase grills. So if you bought a ticket, already entered for that too. If you bought 2 tickets, still counts as one, but yeah, buy 2, give it to a friend. But we're going to have some fun giveaways, some fun little moments there throughout this year, where every year we just hope to make it a little better and better. Can't be perfect, but gosh, we're going to reach for it as best as we can.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about it.
And let's talk about, it is obviously a little bit later in the year.
It is a little later in the year.
So
it is significantly cooler.
A lot cooler. Not saying that like we didn't have a great time last year.
It's still sundress season out there.
Yeah.
You can be flowy, be all nice,
We're trying to be considerate.
We are. There's going to be complimentary water stations all throughout.
Yep.
So be able to just dive into a cooler, snag you a bottle. Now, the adult beverages and refreshments, you got to pay for that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we're going to make sure you stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Got to keep you hydrated and vertical.
Yeah.
nor horizontal play. And if you know, you know.
Yes. Actually, you know what? Let's just throw something out into the world real quick.
Yeah.
If you could pick any liquor sponsor, who would it be?
Woodford.
All right, there it is. All right, moving on.
Woodford. But here's the thing. Because of the region of where it is, we couldn't even get the liquor sponsor.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
so
that.
Woodford has reached out.
How quickly I forget.
We've been talking. We're trying to work something out, maybe do something special.
Well, no, but there's that whole thing where we can't have anything donated.
Yeah, we can't have any liquor donated.
Yeah,
but Woodford and I were working on stuff to still make it special for the VIPs and stuff. But yeah, definitely Woodford. But like I was saying, if you know, you know, it's going to be a good time.
So some few cases might be forgotten about.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're after the party is the after party, and after the party is the Waffle House lobby. So you guys know, if you came out last year, it's a good time, not a great time. Well, it's definitely a great time instead of a good time. We're going to shut it down again, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. This is we started this off literally on the back of a napkin last year, and we're doing it again for year 2, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Yeah,
so real quick, but maybe people should go to the website too. Prices on VIP and general admission.
Yeah. Prices on VIP is the same. $199 for VIP gets you the access to the private Pitmaster dinner, which is a handcrafted, curated, fire-roasted dishes by myself, by Pops, and we've got some new faces joining the roster this year. We've got Gerald, Pitmaster Papi's coming out. He's going to hit us with some of those amazing Cajun flavors. We've got Chuck's Flavor Trade, who's pulling on full speed ahead to drop off some dynamic dishes throughout. And everyone's favorite young pitmaster, Evan Witherspoon, will be there as well. We've got a lot more to name and so much more activities, but it's going to be a good one. It's definitely worth coming to. It's a great way to bookend, like knock out the summer, ease in the fall a little bit. Mm-hmm. Get some fun, funky flavors before the new year. So check it out. It's in Corsicana. There's amazing places to stay. Come in a day or two early. I've heard people even email us saying that they're coming in early to go check out the rodeo and to go sightseeing and stuff. So there's things to do. We're only like 40 minutes to an hour out of Dallas, so get down there. There's a lot. Go check it out. And all the information and more can be found at thisweekinbarbecue.com. Hit us up on socials. Get us a Singergram, a Telegram, a smoke signal, carrot pigeon, however you want to reach us, we'll get back to you. I guarantee it. But, yeah. What are we at? Oh, we got 5.
We got another 5 minutes.
We got 5. Yeah. Let's knock this. We got some more questions.
There's plenty to go through.
There's a lot to go through, but we'll keep it in a realm. We've got some questions that were submitted, so let's see if I can answer a few of those relatively quickly. When can I come cook with you? You don't want to do that. It's a lot of work. It's hot. It's sweaty. There's debris everywhere. We're taking 2 to 3 showers at once just to get all the ash and sweat and filth. Just got to get that off before a real shower ensues.
I was actually talking with Kaylin about after all the events.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's crazy to me how long my hair ends up smelling like smoke.
Yeah.
It is 5 to 6 days later, and probably because also once we're home playing, I play hockey. So, on those days, I'm taking 2 showers. Yeah. So, usually once we're back home, I'm 5 days, 10 showers in. And I'm like, how does my hair still smell like smoke, man?
My trick is eucalyptus and mint oil.
Mint, okay.
So, I'll wash my hair out as best as I can. Just real warm water to get all of that out. And then I'll oil it back up with eucalyptus and mint oil.
Okay.
And that sort of knocks it down a bit. So 2 of that, I'm like, okay, I'm back to being normal. But it's a rough go of it, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's there forever.
Yeah.
Don't wear your favorite hat.
No, gosh, no.
Because it's going to be in there. Will you be at Pig Fest in Lakeland, Florida this year? No idea what it was or is, nor have I been contacted. But if they shoot up a flare, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Not opposed to cooking.
Always up to start a fire, but the rest of the year is really booked out, so I don't know. Are you still friends with contestants from Barbecue Showdown? Yeah, Ash is still my man, 100 grand. I'm happy to hear he's coming back into the circuit, knocking the rust off.
We were literally just hanging out with everyone in Compton.
Yeah,
like a handful of them there.
Yeah, we still connect. Still want everyone to do well. I want everyone to win.
Yeah,
you know, you push forward. So definitely still get to chat with everyone. How old are you? Old enough not to be concerned, and old enough to wish I still didn't have to pay taxes. But you know, there's that.
I feel it in my knees every now and then. That's what I'll
stretch.
say.
I do stretch. I do that. Got to keep that going. This is an interesting one. What was casting / qualification like? You operate the grill like a maestro. Well, I do often believe that when you're working the open fire table, like we had over there with the chicken and with the steaks, you are a conductor, and you gotta keep moving. I don't know if you caught. I was able even to get Auntie on the grill with me for a little bit. Did a little boogie on there. I was happy to see that. But it is very much you have to be aware and know what you're doing, because it could just be like, oh, he's just putting meat around. I was like, nah, really. Not really.
Well, no, and like, I mean, just to go into a little bit of the, I guess the more technical side of that stuff. Yeah. The way you had that set up, we've talked about a million times. You had a hot side and a cool side, and you were moving things back and forth, you know, and those steaks were getting seared, chickens were getting cooked, everything had to rest, so you're flipping everything around. I mean, it does make for a fun show, but it is all very practical.
It is not one of those, let me step away for 5 minutes. No, you can't do that. And then when you toss the lamb ribs on there, you're just seeing these shooting flames. I'm like, no, got it. Just doing my thing. Got my AirPods in, got my glove on and my tongs, and just flip and go. You pay attention. You make a mental note of it. You know, that people talk about basketball IQ. I talk about barbecue IQ. Mm-hmm. It is something you have to know. You've got to have. They got court vision. I got grill vision. Yep. I know exactly what's going on. When to do it, this is done, and when to pull them and go, because what was that? 10 tomahawk steaks and God knows how many chickens between the days. What are we looking at? Gosh, halves north of 200, 300 chickens. Yeah, you're just going.
Yeah, the first night was crazy.
Yeah. But
and then the extras you ended up with.
Yeah, the emergency's like, yeah, I know.
We're going to keep going. Yeah, I know. I know.
It's one of those things, but we'll wrap it on that. And if you have barbecue questions and things you want to know about this fine craft that I enjoy so much, please feel free to drop us a line at thisweekinbarbecue@gmail.com. That's the pod.
Yeah.
That's the pod. Top notes. Smoking Out of Hub was bomb. If you weren't there, you missed out. Secondly, we're going to do it again at Grill and Chill. So check out grillandchillfest.com, grab your tickets. And with that being said, I'm your host, Rashid Phillips. Still bearded, still straggly. I promise I'm going to fix this at some point in time. And my amazing co-host, Mr.
Lee Garman.
Thank you, guys. And as always, be good to one another. Take care.
And